Hello students. Today I'll start the new chapter which is plotting with PyPlot. This chapter in some of the other book may be as titled data visualization. No problem for that. So under this chapter we will go through the different types of charts and how it will be drawn onto the system with the help of which all functions that we will see under this chapter. So let us begin with our topic which is data visualization. So first of all you need to understand before plotting anything onto the system data visualization. So when data is shown in the form of pictures, it becomes easy for the user to understand it. So representing the data in the form of pictures or graph is called data visualization. It means that when the data is so huge, so big, so numerous, that data cannot be analyzed easily. It cannot be understood easily. It will be too complicated to understand it. Therefore, if that data will be shown in the form of graphs, in the form of chart, then it will be easier for any of the viewer or any of the audience to understand it. For that purpose, we will plot the graph onto the system. So this data visualization means the data will be shown in the form of pictures. Next is written as it represents patterns, trends, correlations, etc. in the data. Okay. So that if it will be shown, the data will be shown in the form of correlation, patterns, then it helps in decision makers to understand the meaning of the data. And the decision makers can easily take the decision. So for it helps in decision making in big organization, in business organization. This chart, this graph will help a lot for taking the decision. Okay. So next we will see if we will use the data visualization, then what else we need to do. So we need the matplotlib library. This matplotlib is a Python library which provides many interfaces and functions to present the data in 2D graphics. Using matplotlib libraries, we will plot the graph. Which type of graphics? 2D graphics only. So it is a high quality plotting library of Python. As you have worked NumPy library, you have already worked on Pandas library. So here also we will have our matplotlib library which will be used for plotting the graph. So under this we should know what is PyPlot. So PyPlot is a collection of methods within matplotlib library which allows the user to construct 2D plots easily. Through this PyPlot, we will be creating the different sort of graphs. So this PyPlot is nothing but it is a collection of methods which is available under the matplotlib library. So when we will be using the PyPlot, then first of all we have to import, or PyPlot will be import along with matplotlib library. Okay. So as you have used the NumPy as import NumPy as NP or import Pandas as PD, here to work on the graph, to plot the graph, we will be using import matplotlib dot pyplot, isn't it? That you will see later on. So these things you need to be clear, very clear. What is data visualization, what is matplotlib, and what do you understand about PyPlot. PyPlot is nothing but it is a collection of methods which is available under the matplotlib library which is used to construct the 2D graphs. Now the next one is to use PyPlot for data visualization. We have to first import it in our Python environment. Means as we have done already, use the array related functionality to work on the arrays, we had to import the numpy module there in that Python environment. Here also, to use the matplot, we need to import it. So import matplotlib.pyplot. Either you write this one or import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, as we did as PD, as NP. Here we have given the name as PLT. So PLT is just an identifier. We can take any name. In place of PLT, you can write your own name. It is just an identifier, it is just a namespace, or you can say the alias. So when you will import the matplotlib pyplot, this matplotlib should be installed first. As you have installed the numpy pandas, that is only the way to install the matplotlib also, like using the pip command. Or if you are using the Anaconda version, then it is already available. Okay, so before importing the matplotlib library, it should be installed first in your system. So now we will see what is the basics of simple plotting. What are the different types of chart which we need to learn, or which is in our syllabus. Many things are reduced from this chapter also. Many charts were there, but that one is reduced in the new syllabus. So there are various types of chart we can use to visualize the data elements. Various types of charts are there which are used to visualize the different sort of data elements, and they are, first we will talk about the line chart. Line chart displays the information as a series of data points, and that series of data points is known as markers, which is connected by a straight line. This all, you have the idea of the different types of chart already. You had the idea. Here also the same concept we will follow. So it is about the line chart. The line sort of diagram will be drawn onto the graph paper. You have already done in 10th or 9th in the graph paper in mathematics. So here also the same way the line chart will be displayed. Okay, so it display the information as a series of data points, which is called the markers, and that markers will be connected through the straight line, as you can see in the adjacent figure. So these are the points, data points, and these data points are known as markers. And this is one type of line chart because only the lines are there. Here the x-axis, y-axis, and the different set of data. So this line chart or any other chart we are not going to draw onto the system. This will be already drawn by the system itself. Already the system will be plotting for us according to the script, according to the program, according to the coding what we will write for that. Okay, so this is one type of chart which you need to learn. The second type of chart is the bar chart. Bar chart, you are already knowing about that it presents the category wise data in rectangular bars. Here the bars are not there, here only the lines are there, but in bar chart the rectangular bars with length proportional to the values. It can be horizontal or it can be vertical. The bar chart can be horizontal or vertical. As in the case of this very example, it is a vertical bar chart. If you want to draw it the horizontal one, then just you reverse that one. If you will turn this graph to the right side, then it will become the horizontal bar chart. So this is the example of the bar chart. Different bars are there and the length is proportional to its values, like A, B, C in x-axis, y-axis. So this is one of the example of the bar chart. The next chart is here pie chart. Pie chart is also one type of chart. It is a circular chart divided into slices to represent the value or to represent the percentage. Here you can see the pie chart. This is all the different slices are there, and these slices are used to represent the values. Okay. Here next is histogram, which is new for you, maybe the new for you, or the economics students will have this type of idea about the histogram. So it is a type of graph that is used to show the frequency across a continuous or numeric or discrete data. It is a sort of graph which is used to show the frequency across a continuous or discrete data, you can say like that. And the figure for histogram is like that. It is like bar chart, but there is a difference between histogram and the bar chart. In the bar, the two bars, the consecutive bars are not attached or connected with each other, but here you can see the rest, all the bars are connected or attached with each other. This is the example, one of the example of the histogram. It is also a one type of chart that only you need to learn in this particular chapter. Okay, so next class I will teach you how to create the different sort of chart with the help of the function of the pie plot. Till then you revise the topic and we will meet you in the next class. Take care. Goodbye.